Yeah, what up, world? It's the After Party Radio Show. If you did not know Frenzy Broadcasting, you know what we do every Sunday fun day. We take over your radios, and we do something super special today, man. We got someone who's been representing the culture in a major way. She doing her thing. Her catalog speaks for itself. You can leave for 2 hours and come back on YouTube, and her music videos will still be playing. That's how much extensive work and grind she been putting in for a long time. So much love. After Party welcomes Reverie. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, I'm good. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, welcome. Was the intro okay? Was it to hype you up a little bit?
Yeah, I liked it.
Right,
that was a great intro. Thank you.
I got you. So for those that live under a rock, don't know who you are, Rev, where you from? What do you represent? And how long have you been doing this?
I'm a rapper. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and I'm still here. I can't get enough. I have been to 24 countries to perform. Yeesh. I've been to most of the states in America. I got 14 albums out in 14 years. So I've been in the game for a minute. I'm an OG now, I guess. One day I woke up and I realized I was an OG. I was like, oh, wow, it just flew by, you know?
How long ago was that?
That was literally like 2 years ago.
It just sank in, like, I've been doing this.
Because there's like a new generation of rappers coming up in LA, and I got to meet some of them. Yeah. And then when I met them, I was like, oh, this is like the new generation. And it just clicked in my head like, oh my God, I guess I made it past that phase, you know, because when I started, there was so many rappers obviously in the scene that I used to be a part of. And now over time, most of them have fallen off. Very few have become very successful. Yeah.
So how do you keep that marathon going for yourself? Because like you said, a lot of people fall off. Maybe people that had more ability or more connections or whatever, or even had more of that, they fell off. So for you to still be going, what drives that to keep that push?
You know, I guess it's just an obsession. You know, people often ask me that, and I say, you have to have passion for this, but you also have to be obsessed. Like, it's beyond the passion. It's beyond a hobby. Mm-hmm. For me, this is my life's purpose. And with my music, I touch a lot of people's souls, you know, like I make a lot of bangers, you know, just raps, hood shit, but in general, that's not all I do. I make a lot of music about my life experiences, my struggles, and I feel like people really connect with that. And yeah, I love it. I don't know. I guess I just love it, and I know that this is my purpose. You know, a lot of people go through life and they don't know what their purpose is, you know, and some people find purpose in a career or in children or whatever that may be, you know, and it took me a long time to realize that this is what I'm here for. So I feel like that's what keeps me going. I know why I'm on this planet. I know what I'm doing with my life.
This is like therapy when you make music, right? Mm-hmm. Even to this point, after all these years, you can still put all your pain, whatever you're going through, into music.
Yeah, I try, and nowadays it's a lot harder to do that because, you know, a few years ago I was just making music because I love to make it, and even when I started making money with it, I was still able to hit the studio a lot because I wasn't so busy. But now I'm so busy doing interviews and touring and working on the next album, and now I don't really have a lot of time to make the music that I want to make, and that's a funny thing that's happened that I didn't predict back then, you know, like now it's really a luxury for me to be able to actually create music now. Yeah.
Is it hard for you to make what you want, especially as you're molding into a bigger artist, your audience is growing? There's a lot of demands with, oh, Rev, you got to sound like this, you got to do this and this and this to make this mainstream or whatever you call successful from underground.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of pressure? Or do you kind of still feel like you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or you still feel like, damn, I got some stuff I really want to say right now, but it's hard to do it at this moment?
It's definitely a lot of pressure trying to decide whether I want to do what the numbers say or what I want to do. So in the past, I was doing a lot of both, but now I'm trying to focus more on what the numbers say and giving the people what they want. And actually this month, I'm going to drop an alter ego. I'm going to be with Satori Sunday. That's going to be my new name. And I'm going to drop all my alternative music under that alias. And I'm just going to keep more of the hardcore rap stuff under Reverie. Yeah, so that's how I'm handling that right now. And I've been wanting to do this for a few years, but this is the year.
Okay, so alternative. So give me the vibe. So obviously guitar. You singing?
I am singing, yes. I actually dropped an album 2 years ago. Okay. You know what? This keeps cutting out.
Is it cutting out? That sounds good to me.
It's not cutting out for you? Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay,
no, it's good.
Okay, so So a couple years ago, I dropped an album. It was called Sometimes I Like to Sing. And that was because sometimes I like to sing, and it was kind of a little bit of a sarcastic title, in my opinion, because people often complain when I sing, or they complain when I rap on this kind of beat or whatever. But to me, I just want to do what I want, because first and foremost, I'm an artist before I'm anything else. And I just want to be able to express myself however I like. But also, I have found that me doing all these different kinds of styles has kind of disappointed some of my fans and
Your core fans.
my core fans.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important to understand, that you have to give the people what they want if you want to reach different levels of success, and up until very recently, I would say up until this year, I wasn't really interested in sacrificing that to reach the next level, but now I'm doing it.
What was that snap that made you say I'm doing it? What was it? Something happened? Was it because you just ready to grow? Is it like, or what was that moment that you said I'm gonna just make this next step?
You know what? It was just me being ready to grow and to hit the next level of success, of finances, of just
elevation, right?
Elevation, and I feel like also this year I now have hired an accountability coach.
Oh, wow.
Who's also my financial advisor. Okay. So he has been counseling me on what I should do, and he's making me really realize, like, I'm an artist first and foremost, like I said before. I'm a rapper before I'm an entrepreneur, and he's making me realize, like, I'm really throwing away a lot of opportunities and money just being all artsy fartsy all the time, and I have talked about it with my team also, and I just wasn't really ready to make that commitment up until now. But now I'm just trying to really do this for real, and I have been doing it for real, obviously, but it's just been. There's
levels to, I mean, you conquered the underground, right? Now you're like, we're trying to hit a new plateau.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're already international. You've been doing shows. I was watching how many videos you got in Paris. You did a cool one, and it was I think in Paris, France. It looked cool, man.
Yeah, I definitely have done a lot of shows in Paris before. I just came back from Europe like a week ago, I think.
The vibe's way different out there, huh?
It's very different.
They appreciate the music different, I feel, maybe, than Americans.
I believe that they do. When I first started coming out there, I didn't think so much, but now that I've been out there, actually this last tour was my 20th tour in Europe in the past 10 years. Yeah,
Come on, hands clapping.
Yeah. So I'm very blessed that the Europeans have really shown me a lot of love over the years, and it's really opened my eyes to get to travel a lot and exposing me to different cultures, different architectures, different arts, different inspirations, different languages. And I'm just very, very blessed and trying to really practice gratitude a lot more this year as well. That's something I'm really trying to do, because I feel like I struggled with depression since I was a kid up until probably 3 years ago. And that was a big inhibitor of me being able to really appreciate and understand all the major moves that I'm making, And I feel like for me, that's something that I have to consciously practice often, gratitude, because if I don't constantly say every day or every other day, oh, I like my life because XYZ, I'm so grateful that I have XYZ in my life. If I don't do that habitually, I go spiraling down real quick, and
count your blessings.
Yeah, I'm trying to count my blessings. I'm trying to learn how to be grateful, because when I was a child, I guess I was not taught that, Yeah.
Wow, so you're almost breaking a generational curse then, It's like that's almost a curse to not be taught that. That's because that's for your well-being, right? Having that mentality. Yeah. That's peace of mind. That's just.
It's everything. Yeah. If you don't have that, nothing is gonna be enough. Like how I said, this is my 20th tour in Europe I just did. I would say the first 15, I was enjoying going out there. I was like, oh my God, but there was always so much turmoil in my personal life that didn't allow me to really realize what was going on. And now I'm taking full accountability for my emotions and for my mind state. And now I'm realizing how powerful that is. And now these last few trips have been a lot more enjoyable for me. And also that means that I'm giving everybody else a better experience too. I'm giving my fans a better experience. I'm being a better business partner. I'm just being all around a better person.
Yeah, and I think you're actually appreciating the moment. You weren't appreciating it before. You weren't living in the moment because you're outside of it. You weren't even just. What's it called? Being still. Sometimes you have to be still and just allow everything to happen. And sometimes we're always in the future or the past. instead of
Yeah.
being in the moment, you know?
Yeah, and being still is a
Yeah.
very, very important skill that I feel like most people don't have. And also, like we were talking about earlier, I have experimented for a few years now with sobriety. Maybe I'll just smoke weed. Maybe I'll just whatever, smoke cigarettes, whatever it is. Like I like to take breaks of things to rediscover myself. And I feel like when you do experiment with complete sobriety for months at a time, you really learn how to sit and be still
That's
because
it.
you're present. There's no like, before I used to be like, oh, I'm having a bad day, like let's go get some drinks so I could chill out, and that's just not a good thing because
It's a crutch.
it's a crutch. You're not really dealing with what's happening, so these problems in your personal life are going to keep continuing because you think you just got to smoke to calm down or chill out and have a drink, but it's really that you're just not dealing with your personal turmoil. So experimenting with sobriety has been a really, really big key to my personal and my business succeeding. Yeah.
So you said there's a new era of artists out. You're the OG now. Who in this new tier of artists stands out to you? In this new era of this new school artists, the females out here. Is anyone in particular? Because females are running the rap game. I think it was for the first time last week. I think ever on the billboards there was not even a male in the top Billboard list. It was all females. I think it was all Taylor Swift and a few other. It was all women. Like women are taking over this game in general, especially on the rap game, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Sexy Red. Say what you want, but Sexy Red and all these females, Cardis are still doing their thing, and you got everyone out here like wondering why is it an era now where women can run the rap game? Because back in the day we only had like one or two at a time,
and they would beef.
Yeah, and they would hate on each other. Now these women are supporting each other, and then women are empowering each other. And
yeah, I love
I think men need to just get with the times, bro. It's time for the queens to shine and rise, man. And I think that's what you're doing. That's why we want to bring light to you. And people that don't know about you, they need to get up on game and stop living under a rock, because she's been out here holding down Los Angeles, California, and she's taking it to all these countries worldwide, and she's keeping it herself. And what I appreciate the most, honestly, is how transparent you are and how you're able to just be so vulnerable and be able to just take off any code of just being like, okay, I'm gonna be just to myself and reserve. No, you let it all out. You're just like, look, this is my pain, this is my struggle, this is what I feel. I'm broken, I'm hurt, I have addictions, I have problems, I'm not perfect, I'm a F up sometimes, and I hear it in your music, your pain. There's a song you were rapping about, like I forgot what song it was, something about like your dad wasn't there. You sound like you were crying at the end. Almost your tone was so like, I was watching the video, I was like, sheesh, like that's like only so many artists can really like depict that pain with the delivery, like how you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
like
you.
There's only certain ones that do that. DMX had that capability. Pac had that capability. Eminem has that capability. There's only like those type of artists can really like drive it home, and just like you feel their pain when they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And
thank you for comparing me to those three people.
I'll put we'll put her on the Mount Rushmore, you know what I'm saying, of hip hop right now. We're gonna put Rev up there. And she Latina, and Latinos are definitely killing the game right now, man. It's like Bad Bunny's the biggest artist in the world right now, bigger than Drake, bigger than Kanye, bigger than Beyonce, like name it.
It's amazing.
So Latinos, like, in this last couple years, I've been educating people. The last 2 years, it happened. Latino music passed like hip hop music in the billboards, and before that, last couple years, we weren't able to say that. Hip hop was always like. But now hip hop is actually taking the back burner a little bit because the Latino culture is so obviously the culture with the fashion and everything, style and all that is from hip hop for sure. Like the Latin culture is fully with the hip hop culture, but in general, the reggaeton and all that type of, it's over. It's like it's doing the numbers. Hip hop shows aren't even selling out no more. But Bad Bunny and Peso Pluma are selling out.
Yeah, it's really
I'm just saying. Rev's still doing her thing, going overseas. Hello, come on, man. Like Latinos are really in a position right now to run the future of this game. And I think even with the acting, everything with movies and just in general, it's our time to become like mainstream.
Yeah, it's really cool to see that. You know what? I actually want to plug a show.
Go ahead.
I'm going to do a show in Los Angeles the night before Thanksgiving, which I think is the 22nd of this month. And I don't do a lot of shows in LA because I'm never here.
Yeah.
So everybody come through to my show.
Where's that at?
Really dope. It's going to be at the Vermont. I've never performed there, but also performing is going to be the Far Side, Evidence, KC Veggies, and I'm going to be there with DJ Lala.
Okay, Casey been on the show before, and you said Far Side. Oh, damn. We gotta come out.
Oh, and Talib Kweli.
Okay, yeah, Steph knows Talib.
Oh,
Steph,
cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's all connected over here.
Yeah.
Jeez, we gotta be there.
Yeah.
You need personal media? Well, come on, send Steph out there with a camera and stuff. Let us know. We'll put Steph in the mix. She'll follow you around.
I'm for sure gonna take you up on that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's no hidden fees. Don't worry, we got you. There's no.
Okay.
I won't be there tonight. So Rev, here's your invoice. You know, like nah, Rev, we good. We got you.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
Yeah, no, we'll make it happen. We got our camera. We call her. We're gonna show up and be like at the door. Rev said we should be here. Look at this video clip. Look at this video right here. Look at this.
Let him in. Let him in.
See, right here, Rev. So before we get out of here, we always leave on a positive vibe. Good vibes only, as you can see up there with the Lakers, the Dodgers, and Nip. We dreaming big. LA culture up to the max in the corner.
Yes.
So with this being said and this energy and all the game you've already given, what's a jewel you want to share to help get you to where you're at right now? You feel like someone out here can learn from that's like going through it, looks at Rev like, Rev motivates me. I'm inspired by her story. Like, what's a piece of game you want to give away to someone out there tuning in?
I would for sure have to say that life is hard. Life is really hard, and it doesn't matter where you come from, where you live, who you live with, how much money you have. Life is really difficult, and some people are just better at hiding it than others. So don't compare yourself to what you see on Instagram. People only post the best parts of themselves on Instagram, and everything is a show and tell of their best sides, you know. But life is difficult, so just keep going when you give up. I mean, don't just keep going when you feel like giving up. And remember, the last thing that you thought it was the end of the world, you were never going to get over it. Oh my God, how could this happen to me? I'm never going to be the same. And you got over it. So you're going to get over whatever you're going through right now as well. And I just want to say that's not going to be the last time. It's not the first time, and it's not going to be the last time. Life is full of struggles. Life is full of heartbreak. Life is full of awful things, but it's also full of beauty and fun and laughter and love, you know. So just keep your head up and just keep it pushing. No matter what, as long as you don't kill yourself, you're gonna be all right. Everything passes. Facts.
Message. Y'all get ready, man. You know what I'm saying? Rev, where can they follow you if they're not already doing so on social media?
Yeah, you can follow me. My handle is at Reverie Love on everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, OnlyFans, Twitter. My website is reverielove.com, and you can find me everywhere they listen to music: Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to music. I got all 14 projects up there.
Sheesh, 14.
Oh no, you know what? I think I have like 11. I think I have 3 more to put on.
Okay. So okay, she's not capping. It's just not there yet. It's not available yet. It's coming though. So those 14 total.
Yeah, those
11 available now.
When I dropped those, it was like when YouTube was where you dropped it. So I have just.
Oh, okay.
I've missed out on millions of streams.
Sheesh.
And a lot of money, because back then people didn't monetize the music like that. So I have like millions of views on YouTube songs and SoundCloud songs. And yeah.
Welcome to SoundCloud. A lot of artists came up off of that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So last thing I want to say is, Rev, you are inspiration to a lot of people. Keep doing your thing. We'll give you your flowers over here on the after party. Anytime you got something new, come by. And before we get out of here, she got a world premiere. I'm gonna let you drop this new record for the world right now. DJ Mike V is gonna drop it. It's called High Stakes, right?
Yeah.
You already know what time it is, man. Let's be right back. More music in the mix. DJ Mike V, hello.
Bro, it's your man Fatell, After Party Radio Show. You already know, when I'm not on the radio, talking on the airwaves, I'm right here dropping content on Frenzy Broadcasting's YouTube channel. So make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all go check out all the weekly content coming soon. From the Outlaw Show to the After Party Show to Ilani Talks. So much coming soon. Get ready for the frenzy.